Hi Cancer, welcome to your September 2022 general love reading. This is your girl Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a general love reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Cancer. This will not resonate with every Cancer that watches this message. And because this reading is general, not every single message may be for you, so please only take what resonates and leave what doesn't for someone else who needs to hear that message. And if this reading is not for you at all, Cancer, I highly suggest checking out your other signs and different placements. Hi, cross watchers, you're very welcome here if you're interested in a Cancer. Who wouldn't be? I'd like to remind Cancer and cross watchers that energy is fluid. And this simply means you may feel like I'm describing a certain situation in the reading where you feel the roles are flipped or reversed, and that's completely okay. You're more than welcome to use your own discretion to flip those roles if that resonates with your specific situation at best. All right, Cancer, I'm going to first get this reading started by using my sound bowl to clear and set the energy. So if you are listening to this using headphones or the volume is kind of loud right now, I do suggest turning it down a little bit just for this part because I don't want your ears to hurt. So let's get this started. All right, let's see what's happening for my Cancers in the month of September in love and romance. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, anyone dealing with the Cancer. What is the energy surrounding Cancer at this time, Spirit? What do we need to tell Cancer about their love life in the month of September? What is going on? Woo! Oh my goodness, this has been the card. Reconciliation. I mean, Mercury retrograde is happening, guys, very, very soon. I believe it's September 3rd. If I'm wrong, correct me. Reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life, wants to return to your life. Aries got this card. So if you guys are dealing with an Aries, or if you have Aries in your chart, I suggest checking out the Aries reading to see if there's messages for you there. Yeah, it feels like they are coming back because they miss you, because life hasn't been the same without you, Cancer. They miss having your energy. They miss, I don't know, there's something about, I'm seeing something with someone's arm, whether someone has like a birthmark on their arm, like their upper arm, an arm tattoo. It feels like a birthmark though. And someone may have like a very unique birthmark that's pretty prominent on their arms, maybe legs even, just for confirmation for someone about who this is, or even if this message is for you. But hey, let's talk about it. Someone's coming back. All right, let's get more information. The letter N is sticking out to me as a Nathan, as a Nicole. First, middle, last initial can mean something to someone. Acceptance. Everything happens for a reason. Whoa. Okay, so yeah, I do feel that this reconciliation was planned. Okay, I do feel this person has been planning on coming back for a while. They were just waiting for the right time. Something was not in divine timing in the past where you may have wanted this person to come back. And if others of you are just like, I don't know who this could be or why they're coming back, they have been thinking about this a lot, Cancer. They've been thinking about you a lot. And I think they're coming to accept that there's something significant about your connection that they didn't have with anyone else, cannot have with anyone else. I think for some of you guys, a huge part of this person coming back was your ability to surrender. And what I mean by that, Cancer, is that, I don't know, I feel like this is a lesson that a lot of us Cancers go through, and I say us because I'm a Cancer as well, about holding on and letting go. It's hard for us at times. And obviously it's not for every Cancer, but most Cancers do when they feel something so strongly, when they feel such a pull. It's hard for Cancers to kind of just give up on something that they care so much about. But I do feel with whatever the situation was, you guys had the lesson of acceptance, that you know what? If they want me, they'll fight for it. If they want to talk to me, they'll talk to me. But what I need to do for me right now is to move forward, to see what I do have currently working for me, what I can do for myself, what I can do for my job, what I can do if people are interested that are engaging more with me than this person was. There's something about this letting go and moving on, Cancer, that cleared the space and sped up the timing for this reconciliation to happen. And I really don't feel like you guys thought this was going to be anytime soon. And maybe you guys even stopped talking around, I don't know why I'm hearing June, but I mean, it could have been around your birthday season, early summer, you guys stopped talking. So you thought it was going to be a while before this person comes back, but here they are. And I feel, Cancer, maybe, I don't know, they just gave themselves all these excuses as to why they didn't want everything at the time you thought it was best ready for. I think they were in denial about a lot of things in their life, and it wasn't just personally about you. In denial about, I don't know, I almost feel like even if this person's older in age, let's just say, there's a lot that they were not dealing with. There's a lot that they were not handling emotionally, spiritually, but even in their life. Like maybe there was some sort of family situation, some sort of job situation that they just kept on putting off, that they kept on ignoring, and it all collapsed. And that collapse had to happen, or the separation had to happen, so they could kind of get it, Cancer, get into perspective, get into alignment. I almost feel for some of you, maybe this person was struggling with, stress, mental health, or even addiction. I don't know why I'm picking up on that, but for some of you, if that resonates, here it is. But I think, Cancer, when they return and with everything that I have to say to you, and I do feel they're saying something that is going to shock you. You're going to accept and really see why it all had to happen this way. And they're going to try to convince you to accept this opportunity or this offer that they want to resubmit to you, let's just say, about starting over again or continuing this where you guys left it off. But I can confirm for you, they have not stopped thinking about you since you guys have walked away from each other or since someone walked away here. If they did it, they made a mistake. And so they've been dealing with that. And for whatever reason, now's the time for them to come back. It is fated in some way, I gotta say. Interesting. And what's interesting too is that reconciliation was in your last reading that I did. So I wonder if, the same energy is kind of carrying on and carrying forward here. Wow. Interesting. I'm going to put all the cards out first. And with the cards, I'm going to ask how do they feel about you right now? What do they think about you? What do they like about you? What do they not like about you? What do they like about the connection they have with you currently? And what do they not like about it? And what are their highest hopes and deepest fears in regards to this connection, Cancer? What are they really hoping is going to happen between the two of you? And what are they afraid of is going to happen because of everything that they have done or have not done up until this point? Yeah, I can see why they're apprehensive approaching you, Cancer. I think they did hurt you in some way by not being able to give you what you needed or what you wanted. They were always inconsistent. They were in and out or hot and cold. Again, because they were trying to figure it out. They were trying to figure out their emotions for you, their feelings of you. They were trying to figure out what to do about them because they were not prepared for it. All right, let's get right on into it. Bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Swords. So this is Aquarius energy. You could be dealing with an Aquarius. You could have Aquarius in your chart. It does not have to be the case in order for this reading to resonate. But, okay, different messages for different groups of you. For some of you, yeah, you guys, the last conversation you had with this person may have been through text message, through phone call, and it wasn't a friendly conversation. I feel it was like a bit of a debate, a bit of a fight, a bit of, anger or annoyance or frustration was definitely written. And I feel like, Cancer, you definitely called them out on a lot of things. You kind of needed to put them in their place, I feel. And maybe when I was picking up on June, it could have been around your birthday that something happened. Like they didn't say happy birthday, they didn't follow through on plans, or, you know, they backed out, or they did something that just really upset you and you had enough. And so wherever you were holding back from what you wanted to say to them, I feel like the last conversation, you really let them have it. You really let them have it. And they've been sitting with those words you said to them since, you know, you last spoke. And others of you, this is what they've been going through during this whole separation, Cancer, is the confliction they've had. I do feel like they're kind of embarrassed about how everything happened. I think they did realize that their ego kind of had a huge toll on the separation between the two of you. They just have a huge vulnerability issue. So, you know, when things got deep, or when you try to have deeper conversations or try to feel them out, it's like they automatically put up a wall, they automatically put up a guard, and they may have even been defensive and snippy with you, Cancer. And I think it's because you hit a spot, right? You know, we don't react that way unless there is something sort of emotionally attached to a situation we're not prepared for or not ready for, ready to face, right? And I do feel for some of you guys, you had that connection where you joked around with each other a lot, like to tease each other a lot. And again, I'm not saying like any low vibration making fun of or making someone feel bad about themselves. It was kind of just joking around, roasting each other. And they thought you were really funny. They thought you were really witty, maybe even sarcastic for some of you guys. But yeah, I do feel, Cancer, that there's been a lot of confliction here. And even when they do come forward to say this, they're still going to be a little bit nervous. They're going to be a little bit unsure of how to really say all this to you or what to do to get you to listen, because they're afraid you're going to close them off. They're afraid you're not going to want to hear it. But they've been guided to do this, Cancer. Their own spiritual team has been guiding them to do this, whether they believe in that or not. I do feel like the universe has been sending synchronicities their way to remind them of you and to urge something about this with you, because we do have judgment here. But let's get on into it. How they feel about you right now is the Two of Pentacles, Capricorn energy. They're still nervous, Cancer. They don't know which way to approach this with you. They're going to be a little bit, like, you're going to sense that there is some sort of nervousness when they text you or call you or want to ask you what you're up to this weekend, to see you and talk things out with you. There's definitely things that can't be swept under the rug, and they know it. And so, you know, for a long time, they've been dueling these feelings of, should I reach out? Should I not? Is it going to, you know, help anything, or is it just going to make everything worse? What do I do with this? They don't know how you're going to react, Cancer, which is also something that's making them really nervous, because of the big toll of how everything ended between the two of you, for sure, especially if it was an argument or a fight or something was said that shouldn't have been said. So, you know, they don't know what's the best way to handle this with the Two of Pentacles, and they're trying to feel their way through it, but they also know at the same time, time's ticking. And it's already been long enough, you know, of you not hearing from this person. Someone could have two jobs or be working a lot too, which has been adding to stress overall. But yeah, they're just feeling like there's two ways they could go about this. And they're right now in this moment trying to figure out the best way to handle it and pursue it before they actually do it. But hurry up, you know? Because they see you're moving on in some way, or already have. And you haven't been giving them a second of your attention or your time. So they know that they're, you know, working with minimal time and opportunity with you. What they think about this connection is judgment. Fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, also Scorpio energy for me as a reader. again, like spirit has been urging them to do this now. And you've given them a wake-up call, Cancer. This whole connection has. And where they weren't accepting things before, where they weren't, accepting the connection between the two of you, why it's all happening. I don't know, these people, like, I don't know if they're just like nervous or they just repress a lot of things within them, but it's really hit them hard about how much this has impacted them and affected them, Cancer. And they had taken the time to really deliberate what this has all meant to them and what you mean to them and how has life been without you there. And if it hasn't been as great, if they haven't been as happy, that means something, right? So now they're thinking it's the time. Now it's thinking the time to step up. Now it's time to do the final call. And judgment is very much about, learning from the past or having a second opportunity or a second chance. And they think now is the time to do it. But they're still feeling nervous about it. They're still feeling scared, right? With the Two of Pentacles. But their mind is telling them it's now or never. You could have children with this person for some of you guys as just confirmation. Or, for some reason they always thought you would be a good father or a good mother. And that for some reason, I don't know, like they've almost had a dream about you having their child or being a parent of their child. And that dream has really stuck with them. And I do feel that was Spirit's message to them, that there could be this potential of you two settling down, getting married, having kids. But we all have free will. And despite what our plans are, we sometimes choose a different path. But you still have time to do this, but not very much. And that's why Spirit is urging them. What they like the most about you is the Ace of Swords. So this is air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Some of you could have an air rising or an air moon. But you're very intelligent. You're very smart. You're very witty. I just keep hearing witty with the things you say, with the roasts you do, with your expression. And I'm also hearing you're one of a kind, interestingly enough, which I don't really feel with the Ace of Swords usually, but I'm feeling it now. Like the way you express yourself, the way you are, you're individualistic. And with that individuality, you have a lot of creative thoughts that in discussion, you would bring your opinions to the table and it would just mind blow people. It would make people think of a new perspective, of a new way, and you have that effect on others. I do feel like for some reason, Cancer, your words, specifically how you say things, what you say things, really stick with people. For the good or the bad, I also feel my Cancers are the ones that like tell people things out of honesty that other people aren't really ready to hear, but they need to hear. And at first they may get defensive, like I said with the Five of Swords, and maybe this is what this person has experienced with you, but like they get defensive at first and they say, oh, Cancer's wrong, I'm not like that at all. Well, when they sit with it long enough, you were right, and you do call people out when they need to be. And it's not because you're nosy or you like to get in people's business, but when someone asks you for your opinion, you're going to give it. You also stand up for yourself. You clear things out. You like to be upfront. You don't like to, be passive aggressive. You say what's on your mind. And they think your mind's beautiful. I don't know. You just, like, this person really is intrigued and attracted to your intelligence. I don't know if someone recently worked out or you did a workout with this person before, but my arms feel sore. Maybe after a night with you two and you did some wild things in bed, but like, yeah, my arms feel a little sore, interestingly. Again, that could just be a metaphor from Spirit about everything they've been carrying on them that they're ready to let go of and just give this a shot. I feel that. Someone could also wear boxer briefs. What they don't like about you, Cancer, is the Three of Swords. Interesting. Libra energy. So if there was some sort of conversation that didn't end very well the last time you guys spoke, even if they were the ones to just shut you out or leave, like there's been a lot of pain around this. Around this separation, around not hearing from you, you not hearing from them. They feel like they're missing you, Cancer, but like, again, because things have not been addressed, things have not been healed, things have not been discussed. It's like the wound has just kept on festering here. And that's why they feel Two of Pentacles too, because is it something that can be fixed? Is it something that can be healed? They don't know. Now, for some of you, where, like I was saying in the beginning of the reading, where maybe you started to move on, maybe you caught interest in someone else and they found out about it, whether you posted about it or posted a location, a story, a social media post with this person, you tagged them in it. They feel like a little heartbroken by that. But others of you, like I said with your words, there is something that really hit them to the heart. Really hit them there. And they still think about it a lot. They still think about what you said. And even if it was the truth, it's still hard to handle, I guess. Let's clarify this Three of Swords. I want to get a little deeper in this. Queen of Cups. Cancer energy. Straight up Cancer. This combination here is telling me, whether you know this or not, whether you're aware of it or not, there is something about you that broke their heart a bit, whether it's because they haven't heard from you, because you guys did end things. It impacted them more than you may know. If there was a third party situation, they realized that you were way better than the third party they may have been dealing with. I don't feel that's for everyone, but for some of you guys, know that. I'm seeing dark denim. Someone could be wearing dark denim jeans, or the last time you saw them they were. Ace of Pentacles. Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. So either they didn't commit when you expected them to, when you've been waiting for them to, and they took too long, so you decided to back out on it. You decided it wasn't enough for you to wait further on. Or they gave the wrong opportunity to the wrong person. And they, even if they were with that other person, they always thought of you. They always thought of you. They compared them to you constantly. Or again, you took up a new commitment with someone else who was willing to give you the Ace of Pentacles sooner than they were ready to or willing to. So you took them up on their chance, sure. And they're completely heartbroken by that. What they like the most about this connection? King of Fire, King of Wands energy, Leo energy. So yeah, I do feel there's an ambition here, ambitious energy I'm picking up on. Maybe creatively, someone's in, the film industry, the marketing industry, advertising agency, something where maybe even entrepreneurship. And when someone's has their heart on something, they give it their all. And they work at it, and they work at it, and they work at it. And maybe that's how you were in this connection, Cancer. And if this is their energy, if they have King of Wands energy, regardless of gender or sex, we all have masculine and feminine energies. This is masculine fire energy. I feel like they're finally seeing that this is worth fighting for, that they're going to fight for this, that they want you back, and because they made that decision, even though they struggle with their feelings, they know it's the best option for them. It's the best shot for them. And they are a bit of risk takers, but they haven't had that passion and excitement with anyone else. And even generally in life, they feel like something's missing there. The fire, the excitement, the chemistry. They used to get excited seeing your text messages, your calls, your selfies you used to send them. What they don't like about this connection is the King of Cups. Scorpio energy. Yeah, I do feel like when things got too deep, that's when they decided to run. And again, like, this is the only water energy. Oh, and look at this. King and Queen of Cups here. So there is a soulmate contract between the two of you. There is a purpose between the two of you that is yet to be fulfilled and is meant to be fulfilled. But again, if they messed up, they messed up. But anyway, you guys, deep down, whether they like to accept it or not, they're a lot more emotional than they realize. And I think they're not comfortable with their feelings the way you are, Cancer. And they get emotionally immature. They get emotionally irresponsible. They get afraid when they are placed in that vulnerability. And you put them in that vulnerability because the feelings for you grew. But there was a lot of resistance. There wasn't enough acceptance, right? And instead of sitting in that energy and owning that energy, I have feelings, I care. It freaked them out. And it still freaks them out, I think, to put their heart out there because they're afraid you'll reject it, sure, but just being in that emotional energy is very uncomfortable for them. What I was going to say earlier was that, like, the only water card here is the one in a negative spot. They don't handle their emotions very well, Cancer, and maybe you've caught on to that. You're aware of that. It's like, I feel they're very moody. They go like 0 to 100, and they don't know how to act with that. So they'll either like ignore you or push you away or blame something on you that wasn't yours to be blamed on at all. Highest hopes is the 8 of Wands. So this is Sagittarius energy. Yeah, they're hoping things will pick back up again. And when they do return, things are going to progress quickly between the two of you. That, honestly, they're hoping the past is in the past, that you can leave it in the past and just look forward, move forward, push forward. I definitely feel like because they're so nervous to reproach you and to, hit you up, it's probably most likely they're going to do it through text message. I don't see them doing it through phone call or face-to-face until they get the green light that you're okay with this and that you want this and you've been waiting for this and you're excited for it. So I think they're going to try to send you like a text like, hey, how have you been? What have you been up to? And then if you respond in the way they're hoping for, that's when they'll ask you what you're up to this weekend, what you'll be doing. And they're hoping it'll just take off from there. Whether that's realistic or not, that's what they're hoping. Deepest fear is the Hierophant. Taurus energy, Capricorn energy for me as a reader personally, a couple different messages. For some of you, commitment is still shaky for them. Commitment is still something that they're afraid of. So, even if they want to come back, it would still go in baby steps as far as being ready for a commitment. But they want you back. But as far as like being exclusive and making it official, it's still scary for them for whatever reason. But others of you with this Hierophant card, I almost feel like they're afraid that if you were to reject them, it would be the hardest lesson for them to learn, a difficult lesson for them to learn. That it would be one that will take them a lot of time to understand and comprehend and to accept, even if you don't want them. They're afraid that the lesson has already been learned, and they're just quick to learn it while you learned it a long time ago, right? Now, others of you, the small group of you that has moved on to someone else, maybe committed to someone else, they're afraid you're going to stay loyal to that and committed to that and not give them that chance, not look their way. And leave the past in the past. Wow. All right, Cancer, to see the likely outcome of the situation, what is likely to happen and unfold, what is likely their strategy about this whole thing, and what are they likely to do, we're going to go ahead and take this to Vimeo for the extended reading. I'm going to overturn this card here to show you the likely outcome of this. But I'm also going to pull oracle cards as well to dive deeper into this connection, to further verify if this is worth trying at all, or if it is best to just leave it behind. So with whatever happens with this card, I hope to give you the insight and clarity through these oracle cards of what to do next. But if you'd like to join me for the extended reading, open up the description box and you'll find the link to Vimeo, which will take you to the extended reading. But if this is where you depart, Cancer, I really hope that this reading has resonated with you in some way, has given you clarity, insight, healing, and guidance in regards to what's going on in your love life. And if it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Cancer, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Cancer.